Hello and welcome to Glide by Prep Eve, where we simplify your dream of studying abroad. Today we are back with yet another kind of question, which is recognize real English words. Today we'll be dealing with the questions that have come in the actual test. So I'll be sharing a screenshot in the video, and that particular screenshot is from one of our students' real DuoLingo test, so that you have an insight into how the words that are asked in the actual test look like. So let's get started. So since it's a screenshot and because it's from the real uh, Duolingo test, it's kind of blurry, but don't worry, in the very next slide I have typed these words again, so you don't have to worry about what's written. So if anybody wants to kind of click a picture of this, you can do that. You can take a screenshot of this as well, so that you understand what kind of words you can come across in your real test. So this is how one of the slides look like. Now these are the words that are given in that slide. So these are the words that are given in the first row. So promilled, purpress, devoured, disash, untireful, invidden and damagement. These are the words that I have discussed in the next slide, and surprisingly all of them are fake words. These words are not present in the English language. So I have also written the words that are real on the right side. So these words are fake words, and these words are the real words, which are kind of related to the words given on the left side of the screen. So let's have a look. Promilled is not a word in the English language. What could be the right answer is promised. So they've kind of changed promised into promilled by changing this third last letter. Similarly, purpose is not a word in the English language. What could be a word is purpose. So we all know what promised means. So you're promising someone that you will do something. So that's a promise. It's a very normal word and it's a common word. Next is purpose. What's the purpose of your life? What's the purpose of you going to the market? Are you going for purchasing grocery? So what's the purpose? That's the second word. And here the third word, which yet again it's a fake word, is devoured. So what could be the right word? They have changed reward into devoured. So by changing the first letter from R to D. So this is what the Duolingo test is doing there, changing the spellings of the real words and kind of trying to confuse you. So devoured is not a word, reward is a word, and yet again reward is some kind of appreciation in form of a gift, something that is materialistic in form of something that you can possess. So that's a reward. So a cash reward or maybe a trophy, so anything could be a reward. The next word that was there in the slide here is disash. Yet again it's not a word in the English language. I am introducing a new word to you guys, which is called disdain. Right here, if you can notice, disdain. Let me just use the marker. Okay, disdain. This word right here is disdain, which basically means something that you dislike. So if you dislike something, you will say that you are disdain. So disdain, I've also tried to use an emoji so that you remember it better. So whenever you dislike something or someone, you can use this word disdain. Okay, next is untireful. This again is incorrect. This is not an English word. What could be the real word or the correct word is tireless. So when somebody does not get tired and is full of energy all the time, you can say that tireless. Okay. Next is inviden. So yet again it's a fake word. What's the right word? It's widen. So widen is basically increasing the distance between two things is called widen. So widening the road, we've all heard of that, when the road is being stretched or expanded, we use the word widened the road. Damagement is yet again something that's not in the English language, it's not a word. The right word would be damage. So if you damage something, you're ruining it, you're destroying it. So that's the meaning of the word damage. So the words here are correct words and the words in this row are incorrect. Okay. So also please check the spellings of all these words, because as I mentioned earlier, in the DuoLingo test, they are trying to confuse you by changing one or two letters in the spellings. So be very careful while marking your answers. So this was about the first row. Now we are moving to the second row. So the words that are mentioned here are decision, authile, asquire, signation, sexual, and then confused, assignment, soak, relationship, explanon, reven. So let's have a look at the next slide. Decision, we all know that's a word, deciding something, taking a decision. So that's decision. I don't have to explain the meaning, I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of that. Authile is not a word in the English language. I couldn't find any word similar to authile. The best I could find was authority. So authority is a word that you can pick up from here. Authority is basically when you are in a position of power, that is called authority. So a principal has authority over teachers and the children of that particular school. And similarly, the employer has the authority over the employees in the particular company. So that's authority. Esquire is not a word yet again. These two are incorrect. So what is the other word that is similar to esquire? Would be inquiry, and I guess this is a word everyone knows. So inquiry is basically a word used when you have to ask questions about something or inquire about something. So if you call us and ask about the DuoLingo test or maybe the IELTS course, you're basically inquiring about the course. Alright, so these two are the correct words on your right side. And then we have signation. Signation, yes, it's a word in the English language. It's the process of making a sign. So signation, the signboards that you see are signation. Sexual, yet again, is a word that we are well aware of. So it's a biological term. Next is confused. So confused, yet again, it's a simple term. Assignment, homework, assignment, project, schoolwork. So that's assignment. So these were simpler words, and I guess there should not be any confusion in recognizing the real words from this particular list. Last up we had was soak, relationship, explanon, and reven. So out of these 4-5 words, there are only two correct words, which are soak. So soak is yet again a very commonly used word. Soak is when you soak something in water. For example, you fill a bucket with water and then you soak your clothes in it. So when you dip something inside, you're soaking it in water. So you're soaking the clothes in the water in the bucket full of water. So you're just soaking your clothes in water. Relationship, I don't have to elaborate on this. Explainion, there's no such word as explainion, it's explain. So, or explanation. So this is not a word, it's XPLAIN. Just remove O and N, then it becomes a correct word. Here again, reven is not a word, just change R to H and it becomes heaven. So heaven and hell, we are aware of what's heaven and what's hell. So if you do good deeds, you go to heaven. If you do bad deeds, you go to hell. So that's what we have kind of learned from our childhood. So the correct words would be explain and heaven, H. So I hope this is understandable. So these are the words. Please review them once again, and if you have any doubts and any questions, you can leave it in the comment section below, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. And as you guys already know, we have a course going on for Duolingo test, which is a live course, and it's a live crash course. So if you guys are interested in enrolling into that, the link would be attached in the description below. Along with that, we'll be also attaching the playlist in which we have discussed all different types of questions with respect to listening, reading, writing and speaking. So don't forget to click on those playlists and watch the rest of the videos. And the last thing is that if you guys are planning to prepare for your IELTS test, which has started from yesterday, in the sense it's being conducted again. The first batch was conducted in Delhi yesterday, so sooner or later it's going to start in your city as well. So start preparing for that, because your visa is dependent majorly on your IELTS score, and Duolingo is just for your admission process. So you should not be confusing the two with each other. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much. These were the words that we discussed today, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much once again.